Have you noticed that as we get older, it isn't always harder to meet people? Sometimes we're simply too tired to begin again with another complete stranger.
Exactly. There are matches, messages, and chances. But introducing yourself from the beginning can already feel like another job.
Not because you hate love, but because starting over means explaining your whole inner world to a stranger again.
Who you are, what you've survived, why silence makes you anxious, and why clear communication matters so much to you.
And the hardest part is not knowing whether this new person will care after you've finally made yourself understandable and shown them what you usually hide.
Maybe you already told someone, "I'm afraid of being abandoned," and they still left in the coldest possible way.
Maybe you asked for one simple message when they needed space, and they decided that made you too sensitive.
So eventually, you don't stop wanting love. You stop wanting to audition for it and explain every scar again.
Modern dating can feel like performing a lighter, easier, more attractive version of yourself for someone else's approval.
You choose the photos, write the bio, and answer the same questions about work, weekends, movies, and coffee.
At first it feels hopeful. By the third day, even describing your favorite movie one more time feels exhausting.
Then people misunderstand the exhaustion. They call you cold, picky, guarded, or emotionally unavailable.
But sometimes you're simply emotionally tired from almost relationships, mixed signals, and people who slowly disappeared without explaining what changed or why they stopped trying.
You're tired of pretending you don't care and tired of criticizing yourself because you actually care deeply.
Once you've been hurt, the beginning of a new connection no longer feels simple or innocent.
A delayed reply isn't only delayed. A colder tone can open an entire folder of old memories in your body.
Before anything has happened, your nervous system may already be preparing for disappointment.
That's why just be brave isn't always useful. It assumes the problem is courage when the problem may be memory.
Your body remembers checking the phone, pretending to be fine, and being told basic consistency was too much.
So when someone new comes close, one part wants connection while another says, "Please don't make me repeat that pain."
That's why people say they're just going with the flow. Sometimes that isn't peace.
It means, if I never admit I'm interested, maybe disappointment won't have the power to embarrass me again.
But protecting yourself from every possible disappointment also protects you from every possible connection.
That doesn't mean you should rush into dating. Being single can be healthy, peaceful, intentional, and mature.
There is a difference between choosing solitude and being unable to let anyone come close.
One is freedom. The other may be fear wearing the clothes of independence.
That's difficult to admit because "I don't need anyone" sounds powerful, while "I'm afraid to start over" sounds vulnerable.
Yet maybe you still want someone who remembers small things, asks if you got home, and listens when your day was too much without requiring a performance.
You're only afraid the beginning will feel beautiful, then become inconsistent, vague, and painfully familiar.
Experiences like that make people stop trusting their own feelings and question whether they cared too quickly.
You ask whether you were too available, too hopeful, or somehow not enough.
After enough self-doubt, starting over stops feeling exciting. It starts feeling emotionally risky.
So the answer isn't forcing your heart open all at once. That can become another kind of pressure.
Maybe the goal is smaller, rebuilding your tolerance for intimacy through one honest step at a time.
You can admit you're interested without turning someone into your future before you truly know them.
You can express one small need, move slowly, and observe how the other person responds.
You can let a connection remain a place of learning without demanding that it immediately become serious.
Not every conversation must become a relationship, and not every spark must become a permanent love story.
A person leaving is not automatically a statement about your worth. Sometimes the connection simply reveals what you need now.
Or what you no longer accept, how much you've changed, and what consistency means to you today.
But there is another side. Old pain can make us expect a new person to repair everything.
We hope they'll understand without explanation, calm every insecurity, and prove we were never too much.
Healthy love doesn't make someone responsible for healing every wound. It asks both people to communicate clearly.
You can say, "Sudden silence is difficult for me." If you're busy, a short message would help.
But you cannot demand that another person never have their own rhythm, needs, or difficult days.
You can move slowly, but you also need to give clear signals instead of making someone guess forever.
You can protect yourself without treating every person who comes close as if they already hurt you.
That's the difference between a boundary and a wall. A boundary knows what it can accept.
A wall decides, before anyone gets close, that they will eventually disappoint you.
Sometimes we call those walls standards, maturity, or peace, when they're old pain trying to keep us safe.
So when you want to run, don't judge yourself. Ask whether you're leaving this person or escaping an old feeling.
Ask whether you're placing a new conversation inside an ending that happened long before they arrived.
You don't need to become fearless before trying again. You only need enough safety to remain honest about your interest, your boundaries, and your pace.
The goal isn't guaranteeing that nobody will hurt you. No relationship can offer that guarantee.
The goal is trusting that you can notice inconsistency, communicate your needs, and leave without abandoning yourself.
Maybe you don't hate love at all. You're tired of starting over, but this time you won't lose yourself.